Hello, good day. My name is Akire Mbenga. I'm a suit tailor. So today I'm going to be showing you how to cut a double-breasted suit with pig lapel. So the first part we are going to cut is the back panel, and that is what I'm sketching out. I mark 2.5 inches. After then I roll a straight line. Then the next thing, I will put the tape at the middle of the 2.5 inches. Then I'll measure the length of the suit. So the length of the suit is 30 inches. So I mark 30 inches. Then I add 1.5 inches to it. So that is it. Then I also mark the half length of the suit, which is 15. I also mark the armhole depth, which is 7 inches from the armhole line, 7 inches. So the next thing is to connect the lines together. Connect the lines together. Connect all the lines together. So connect all the lines together. So you also mark 1.25 at that part, just to separate the edge of the fabrics. Then we connect the lines together as well. So connect the lines together. So we mark the side for we mark the shoulder measurement. So the shoulder measurement of the suit is 17 inches. So 17 divided by 2 plus quarter. So that is what we mark down to the length of the suit. That is 8.75. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. So plus quarter. So we have 8.75. So that is what we roll down. So connect these lines together. So don't forget, you are drafting out the back panel, the back part of the suit. So I've marked the neckline, which is 2.5 inches, and I roll the shoulder, connect the shoulder together. So mark the armhole. So the next, just half inch, you mark half inch there to shape the suit, half inch there as well. To give the suit shape. and then you mark 3/4 or 1 inches or 1 inch rather. And then you mark 1/2 inch, so connect it together. So mark the vent of the suit 10 inches. So at the back we're having 16 inches. Okay, 15.5 inches. And at the tummy we're having 14 inches. So mark 2.5 inches. Since the vent is 2 inches, so we increase it to 2.5 to separate the back panel from the front panel. We are done with the back panel, so we are moving to the front panel, front part of the suit. So we need to separate the line. We need to rule a straight line. So for a double-breasted suit, there has to be an allowance of 3.25 inches. So that is the part that will overlap on each other. So after sewing the cotton, you have 3 inches that can still overlap on each other. So that is what I'm marking, the overlap. So you mark a straight line. Two and a half inches, 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches. So the same 2.5 inches we use for the shoulder slant, shoulder height of the back. That is still what we use here. So measure the length of the suit is 30 inches. So you add allowance of 1.5 inches. You also mark the half length of the suit front. So half length of the suit front used to be more than the half length of the back. The half length of the back is 15 inches. So you add. So here I'm marking the armhole of the front, which is 9 inches. So we connect the lines together. Half length of the front is half length of the back, which is 15 inches, plus 1 inches. So that is 16 inches. So I make it 16.5 inches. You can make it 16.5, depending on how you want your button to be positioned. So it can be from 16 to 17, depending on how you want the button to be positioned. So usually when the button come up is better, so you can make it 16.5. Just I can add 1 inch to the back measurements, back half length rather. So let's connect the shoulder slants. So armhole of the front is 9 inches, but you mark, before you get to the 9 inches, you mark from the half inch. As well so the suit front and it has two parts, which is the main part. So it's the main part that I'm drafting here. The main part that I'm drafting here. also has another part at the side, but it's the main part I'm drafting out now. So I'm trying to draft out the lapel. So you can make it 5.5. All depends on how you want it to be. That 5.5, or you make it up to 6 inches, depending on how you want it to be wider. But it ranges from 5 to 6 for a double breasted suit, so you can have something fitting. Now the lapel will come out well, rather. Trying to shape out the shape of the lapel. So we shape the suit front as well. So I'm trying to mark out the pocket. Usually the pocket from the down part is around 10.5 inches. So from the half length of this front, usually 2.5 for the pocket. Trying to mark out the dart, because the suit will have a dart at the tip of the pocket. So to get the dart, you can divide the front panel. We use 8.75, so you can divide it to 2 and mark the middle, or you mark out the pocket of the suit, then you mark the middle. So before you mark out the pocket, from the armhole you have 1.5 inches, then the pocket of the suit is 4 inches, so at the middle is 2 inches, so you can get your dart at the middle. So for the front, we have 16.5, and for the stomach, we're having 15.5 inches. So we add it to the back that we got earlier. 15.5 plus 16.5 is 32 inches, and 15.5 plus 14 is 29.5 inches. We have it 39 minus 32 give us 7 inches. This is minus 29.5. We're having like 6.5 inches. So that's 7 inches divided by 2 is 3.5 plus 1. 3.5 plus 1 will give us 4.5 inches at the chest part, while at the other side we have 6.5 divided by 2, 3 and quarter, 4 and quarter. So we cut out the suit part. So you place the back panel at the side front. So I'm drafting out the side front. I've drafted out the main front, so it's the side front I'm drafting out now. So let's place them beside each other. We want to get the armhole measurement. While placing it, make sure the down part are equal, that is not longer than each other, and make sure when placing it is you are placing it on top of each other by half inch rather. Mark it. You leave half inch for the sewing allowance. At the end also we leave half inch for the sewing allowance. So we got 22 inches as the armhole. So I'm drafting out the facing of the suit. So we are drafting out the facing of the suit. So I mark 12 and 5 as the in between the part I marked 12 and that 5 space, that is where the pocket will be. I've extended it to 12.5 inches. So the next thing is to draft the suit sleeve. So you are drafting out two sleeve, the upper sleeve and the inner sleeve, or the big sleeve and the small sleeve. So from the top of the sleeve where I first mark, you leave 2 inches, then you measure. I mark 2.5 there. So from 2 inches you measure the length of the sleeve, and the length is 24 inches. So you mark 24 and add 2 inches, then you add 2 inches to it. Then you connect the lines together. So here we rule a straight line. We rule a straight line to draw out the sleeve part there.